You are probably accidentally teaching your dog to ignore you every single time you call their name. Most owners repeat a command 5 times before the dog even looks up, which actually trains them to tune you out completely. If you have ever felt like your dog is just being stubborn or acting out on purpose, you are not alone in that struggle. The truth is that your dog wants to please you, but they might not understand the language you are using to communicate. Today, we are going to bridge that gap and show you exactly how to transform your furry friend into a focused companion. By the end of this guide, you will know the secret to handling any temperament, whether your dog is a hyper puppy or a shy rescue. Let's start with the most basic rule of thumb that every professional trainer lives by. Training is not about showing your dog who is the boss or using a loud voice to get your way. It is about building a conversation where your dog feels safe, motivated, and excited to learn something new with you. The first step in this journey is mastering the lure, which is like using a steering wheel for your dog's nose. Hold a small, tasty treat right at their snout and move it slowly toward their tail in a gentle arch. As their nose follows the treat up and back, their bottom will naturally hit the floor in a perfect sit. The moment that happens, you need to use a marker word like yes or a clicker to tell them they did it right. This marker word is a bridge that tells their brain exactly which movement earned them that delicious piece of chicken. Timing is everything here because if you wait even 3 seconds too long, your dog will think they are getting rewarded for standing back up. Try this 5 times in a row without saying a single word, just using your hand and the treat to guide them. Once they are doing it smoothly, you can finally add the verbal cue, sit right before you move your hand. Now we need to talk about temperament, because every dog is a unique individual with their own little personality. Some dogs are what we call workers, meaning they have tons of energy and need a job to stay out of trouble. If you have a high energy dog like a shepherd or a boxer, they might get bored and start chewing your favorite shoes. For these dogs, you should keep your training sessions short, fast paced, and filled with lots of movement and play. On the other side of the coin, you might have a dog that is naturally shy or gets startled by loud noises or fast movements. If your dog hides under the table when someone new walks in, you have to be their biggest cheerleader and protector. Use a very soft voice and keep your body turned slightly away from them so you do not look like a scary giant. For a shy dog, even a tiny step toward you is a massive victory that deserves a huge celebration and a special snack. Understanding these traits helps you realize that your dog isn't being bad when they don't listen. They might just be overwhelmed. The biggest challenge every pet parent faces is when the training works perfectly in the kitchen but falls apart at the park. This happens because of distractions, like a squirrel running up a tree or another dog barking across the street. To beat this challenge, you have to slowly increase the difficulty levels like you are playing a video game. Do not expect your dog to listen to a stay command in a busy park if they cannot do it in your quiet living room yet. Start in a room with no toys or people, then move to the backyard, and finally try the sidewalk in front of your house. Always use better treats when the environment gets harder, like switching from plain kibble to tiny bits of cheese or hot dogs. I remember a client who had a golden retriever that would jump on every single person who walked through the front door. The owner was embarrassed and thought the dog was aggressive, but the dog was actually just overexcited and lacked a plan. We taught the dog that sitting quietly was the only way to get petted, and suddenly the jumping stopped within 2 days. It was a total light bulb moment for both the owner and the dog when they finally understood each other. Consistency is the glue that holds all of this together, so try to train for just 10 minutes every single day. If you are tired or frustrated, it is better to skip a session than to teach your dog while you are in a bad mood. Your dog can sense your emotions better than you think, and they want to feel your encouragement and love. Celebrate the small wins, like a solid 5-second stay or a quick response to their name being called. Building this bond takes patience, but the reward is a best friend who trusts you and listens because they want to. You have the tools now to handle any situation with confidence and a positive attitude. Keep practicing these steps and watch how your relationship with your dog changes for the better. If you found these tips helpful and want more ways to live a happy life with your pet, hit that subscribe button right now.